I know I'm not supposed to pass judgment, but I hope all you fuckers who went to that island burn in hell. If you don't get punishment in this life, you'll get it in the after. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Power Toast Podcast. My name is Widget.
I'm Toast.
And it is the bread bag. Welcome back.
Woo!
So today, we have multiple topics going on in this crazy world. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
So first, let's start off light. The Grammys, was it? Emmys, Grammys?
Grammys, they happened last night, apparently. I didn't even know that, and I don't think anybody knew that.
Well, as we are recording this. So, of course, as we expected, Hollywood went out and wagged their fingers at the government and said, no, shame on you. And then went on to make like millions of dollars while attending this event. Basically, I mean, most of those people, it's like that one scene, I seen a meme of it. It's like that one scene in the Hunger Games when they're all at the gala and they all come up and they're like sponsoring and putting little pins on each other. And I saw this one take, and I'm going to kind of agree with it, is that probably most of these like celebrities probably do not give a shit what's going on with ICE or immigration or any of that right now. But their agent or assistant agent are like, hey, here, put this pin on. Or, hey, just say this when you're asked about this. And they're like, all right. And the self-gratification of when each of those people who went up and got awards, and they immediately was like, especially Billie Eilish, she went up there and she's like, there's no illegal person on stolen land. And then she gave herself a little smirk at the end and was like, yeah, I said that. I'm so brave in my $14 million mansion. I'm like, all right, how about you just give that stolen land back then?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like a little pity party you're throwing as a rich person to be like, oh, I have an opinion. I'm like, you can literally live anywhere in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like any place, you can pick it. Because you are rich. You are a rich person who has millions and millions of dollars. You can pick anywhere, like, wealthy and live it. And be completely unaffected.
Yep.
So when I hear all these celebrities going up, saying all this about ICE and the government and immigration, I'm just like, it's just an eye roller at this point. Because it's the music industry, it's Hollywood, it's all these people, and I'm just like, I don't take your opinion into facts when thinking about politics.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not what made you rich at all, first place. And also, you're making millions of dollars from your voice or your singing talents or your music. That doesn't mean you're a smart person. I'm going to say this right now. It doesn't mean that you're a scholar because you're making millions of dollars because you can make music good. I recognize you're good at music. Let's not get out of the way. I recognize that you have amazing talent in that fact. Well, some of those people. But it's like, at some point, it's like, people, do not take, like, celebrities, like, political beliefs as your own if you like them.
Yeah.
Like, here's, like, some people that were at the Grammys, like, yeah, I like their music. But I don't like their political takes.
Right.
So, it's okay. Because politics are not everything about a person.
Now, would you say that a good portion of them are left-leaning because they are forced to or told to?
I think it's just, for as long as I can think of, Hollywood, the music industry has always been left-leaning.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I think some of those people are literally just told, like, by their agents or something to be like, hey, just say this if they're asked about this, or put this little pin on to support. I don't know who it was, but I think they were doing one interview with this artist, and they said, hey, what does that pin mean? And he said, he like shook his head and didn't even know what to say. He's like, I can't even describe it or explain it. I'm like, all right, so you're leaving it up to our imaginations because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Then that's how it is, and it shows you that most of these celebrities really don't give a fuck. They're just giving their own pats on the backs and be like, "Hey, we talked about it."
Yeah, they're just told what to think,
and then they move on.
Yeah.
That's how it is, and that's
what
how
it
it is
seems like.
with Hollywood too.
Mhm.
So I'm like,
What did these little pins look like?
oh, it was saying Star brings ice out pins. Little ice out pins put on your little like $1,000 jacket. The Grammys viewership plummeted by like 20% too.
Well, I didn't even know anyone watched it anymore.
The Grammys, the Emmys, all that like awards show stuff. Like I do not watch it.
No.
I literally will look on it next day, be like, "Who won?" Oh yeah, cool. To be honest, the only awards ceremony I actually watch are like the Game Awards.
Oh yeah,
because they actually show new games. It'd be cool if the like Emmys and Grammys like showed like new movies coming out or some shit, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that's all I'm gonna talk about. It's celebrities being celebrities, trying to act like, oh, I know how it was back then. I know I grew up poor and now I'm rich now. I'm like, all right, good for you.
Yeah,
You're not poor now, so don't act like it. I'm also talking about some other people too. I feel like one of the things that did connect me, though, I watched some of it for this podcast. There were like parts I liked. One was can't think of his name, but he was like praising God, Jesus, like.
Oh really?
Yeah, so a rarity in Hollywood and music industry. But I think that's enough talking about self-congratulating celebrities. So let's move on to something I'm mostly going to talk about too. A little pet peeve of mine I have is that people who talk about politics 24/7. And that is a little pet peeve of mine. People who post or talk about it 24/7. And if you are not getting paid to do so, like, I don't understand how you function as a human being. Because that just sounds depressing.
It sounds awful.
That sounds awful. And you're like, well, you're like, Widget, you're talking about it now. I'm like, me and Toast, we get together like every other week. And we have one segment that's 30 minutes. We talk about politics. And that's really it.
That's it.
These people, I see these people on like TikToks or YouTube Shorts literally every day posting. And they get like 200, 300 views, maybe 1,000. And they post every day about politics. And they always sound the same way. They always sound upset, angry, and like sad or anxious. And I'm like, so you're living like this every day. Yeah. Like, here's the thing, like, take a break from the news. It's good to be informed. But like take a day, like a break from, like, I can get it. Like, liberals and Democrats right now, they think it's the worst thing ever. They think Trump's a Nazi. They think we're in a dictatorship, and they think it's horrible. But I'm like, there's a point where you gotta be like, oh, I feel awful all the time. And like, that shows to me, it's like, are you even looking forward to anything? Because if you're just this doom and gloom, I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
It's like your whole personality now is just to be depressing and sad and angry, which is just exhausting to be around. It sounds like I would feel sorry to be your friend if all you do is talk shit. And I met someone, he's a coworker, and every time he's a nice guy. We have like debates on some shit, but every time I criticize like a Democrat or something, he always has to be like, oh, well, Trump's bad. That's his always argument. I'm like, okay, I get that you don't like Trump, and it's a fair argument at some points you don't like Trump, but I'm like, I'm talking about this guy over here. So it's just, it's in the mind. It's in the mind. It's like, you're constantly thinking about this guy you hate, this administration you hate, and I'm like, what is going on? Because I don't see Republicans or the right doing it as much. To be honest, I see them more as gloating, which is also kind of annoying as well. Gloating and being like, ha ha ha, I owned you is also, yeah, in its own right, stupid. But I'm being serious right now. If you're not being paid to talk about politics, why are you invested in it all the time? Take a chill pill. Like, take a break, one day a break from the news. Then, like, next day look at it, see what's happening. And then, like, don't freak out. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's going to be chill. You're not going to die. Maybe from a heart attack of how much you're overthinking shit. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
News only talks about bad stuff. It only talks about politics and or bad things happening. So, of course, it's going to affect your mood. Take a break from it.
Yeah. If your whole personality is politics, that just sucks.
Like, even if you do it to get information, still, you need to take a break from it. Like, just with anything, if you focus on it too
Moderation is key.
Yeah.
With a lot of things. Too much something can hurt you. And like I said, could be informed. It's not to doom scroll for like hours and hours. That's not healthy. So, like I said, though, to be honest, I'm kind of amazed with people who like do that for a living. Like, do politics for a living, and you're not a politician. That must fucking suck. The money's good, probably. I guarantee you the money's good. But talking about politics, like, I couldn't even do, like, people who do a whole podcast on politics, I can do it. I mean, I could, but I would just hate myself at the end of the day. I'd be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
But that's enough of my pet peeve about people obsessing over basically negativity, bad news all the time. I mean, there's some good news in the world. It's just overshadowed by how much bad people talk about. Because we remember the bad more than the good.
Yeah.
That's how our brain works, which sucks. But how we like, the brain's like, oh, that's bad, so we got to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, come here. All right, so you're going to go out there and you're going to say you support gay rights and the LGBTQ movement. Got it?
What? You gotta say that louder, son.
Look, you just say the line and you're going to make a shit ton of money. Like you always do. Just say the line, LGBTQ. You got it?
LGBTQ. I think I got it.
Close enough.
What event am I at?
It doesn't matter, Steven. You like money, right? Go make money. Go.
I can't begin to tell you how much this man means to me. As a mentor, as a friend.
Hey everybody. I just wanted to say that I love the LBBQ.
Steven, no. LGBTQ. You support that? No.
They're a great charity. They mainly help the gays.
And there goes my bonus.
I might be gay.
In today's world, everyone's watching someone. So if you'd prefer that someone not be your internet provider, your airport Wi-Fi, or that one guy in his mom's basement, check out NordVPN. It keeps your connection encrypted and private. No debates needed, and right now you can save up to 70% on NordVPN's 2-year plans, making internet privacy affordable again. A link is in the description if you want to support the show and keep your digital life a little less public. This episode of the Powdered Toast Podcast is powered by Dubby Energy. Dubby is not your typical energy drink. It's a clean, powdered energy formula made right here in the USA with high-quality ingredients. No sugar, no artificial colors, and no fillers. Instead, it's powered by a unique blend of amino acids, vitamins, and coffee fruit extract, which supports focus, mental clarity, and long-lasting energy without the jitters or crash. It's also gluten-free, keto-friendly, and designed to give you the boost you need in a healthier, more effective way. Visit w.gg and use code PowderedToastPodcast at checkout to save 10% on your order. That's code PowderedToastPodcast. Dubby Energy. Clean energy to help you be better.
3 million files were just released.
Woo!
And right now they're saying that's all. That's everything. Oh, of course, there's going to be conflict and all this. So, first things first, people are freaking out. It's like, oh, there's more. These said there were 6 million. And in my opinion, there's probably still some shit hidden.
No, I'm sure.
But I do think the majority of it was released. And we have had a shit ton of stuff. A lot of pictures, a lot of videos, a lot of creepy videos of Epstein.
A lot of reports and supposed accounts. So we'll have to figure out, like, you have to do this, or take all this with a grain of salt. You have to do your own research.
Because right now, I guarantee you some of these reports, some of these people have done this shit. But if they just have someone saying, like, hey, they did this, it's not like people are saying, why aren't people arrested? I'm like, it's hard to arrest based on someone else's word.
Right.
Especially for Trump.
Yeah.
Because Trump was a president that a lot of people hated at the time. A lot of people literally said, oh, I want Trump dead at the time, too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, am I saying that he's completely innocent? No. But I'm saying also, you gotta comb through these and be like, all right, which ones are also made up or fictional, and they have to go through. And right now, they say there is no solid evidence to put Trump in jail.
Right.
And a lot of these other guys. Now, is this a social death for many of these other celebrities? Oh, yeah. I can see it. Especially,
disowned by his own family.
He's been disowned.
Yeah, I know.
And now this has just made it worse. You seen that one photo of him literally over a child? Like, picture of him on the floor with his hands on the floor, like hovering over the child, and him looking up at the camera.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I would say, if I'm a betting man, I think he'd done a lot of horrible shit probably over on that island.
And didn't a bunch of celebrities just move not too long ago, like, out of the country because of this?
And that's the thing too, is like, we just saw that Bill Clinton is gonna testify to the House about the Epstein files.
Hillary and Bill. And it's funny because they were going to charge them with contempt of court or whatever.
Yeah, because they didn't want to.
Yeah, they were completely refusing to.
Now, like I said, we've been kind of in the middle of the road with Trump, me and Toast.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this right now. I would not be surprised if some shit went down with Trump and everything. Now, do I think it's recent like some of these other ones? I have a theory that, I don't know. I think with all this evidence and all this coming out now, if there's more unredacting stuff that is leaked, it's hard to say this for someone you voted for, because I will admit I did vote for Trump over Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me disappointed. It makes me sad. I'm like, well, if you're doing all this terrible shit, then yes, you should leave your job as president.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about what during Watergate and all that shit, and they asked him to step down, and they were like, he was like, okay. And I can see in the midterms, if the Republicans lose the House, he's going to get impeached. But I do not see him now, how all this other shit come out. He's not going to step down unless Republicans switch to Democrats.
How many times has he been impeached now?
It'll be third if they do it this, because he was impeached like twice in his last presidency. So it'd be third time. But I'm saying this. I do not think any of these people are going to go to jail or see justice.
Oh, probably not.
The one ringleader, the one who controlled it all, was killed. I do not think it was a suicide. I'm seriously, out of all the conspiracy theories, I think I said it in one past episode, maybe. But now I'm like convinced after all these files and shit, I'm like, someone killed him.
Well, they also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe they released a supposed video of his cell.
Yeah, and it was like, people were like, yeah, that's edited.
Yeah, because you never see his face.
Yeah, so I do think he's dead. Someone had it like killed him. I think the theory's like, oh, he's off somewhere hiding. I think he's dead.
And the way that he supposedly killed himself in the video,
He was probably strangled to death.
well, it has been tested multiple times, and it is nearly impossible for you to kill yourself doing that.
Yeah, so and there's some people saying like, oh, he could have been a leak. He could have been like a spy from Israel, which would be funny. Kind of be like get all the blackmail on all these other people by creating this most horrific thing.
Well, I think he was definitely working for someone. I do think he was partnered with the CIA. But I think they were definitely getting blackmail on people to make them do what they want.
He was definitely getting blackmail on people.
Oh yeah,
like 100%. Now one I'm surprised is that Elon, he was like, oh yeah, I wasn't there, and he wasn't. It was shown that he was not invited, and he was actually rejected from a party.
Oh, he was applying for parties,
or he was like asking us like, hey, is there anything like going on? And Epstein was like, nah. So to me, in my mind, I'm like, I don't think he knew what was going on,
right,
or anything. But I think that, yeah, I think he's in the clear. I think Elon is in the clear. Like people are saying all this shit,
saying, "Oh no, you're too weird for the parties, bro."
I just hope we have put preventable measures for this. I hope there's not another fucking trafficking ring that's this high level up now. They said in the files. This is what I just remembered. Like Epstein had like some connection with Putin.
Oh really?
Yeah, that he was going to like a Moscow or something.
Oh jeez.
So that's great. That's probably all censored in Russia right now.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to pass judgment, but I hope all you fuckers who went to that island burn in hell. If you don't get punishment in this life, you'll get it in the after. I know I'm not supposed to cast judgment on others, but you deserve everything that is going to be coming towards you. I mean, because then it just sounded like it was like just a cult, like basically.
Almost, yeah. Yeah, and it makes you wonder, how was Epstein getting all these children? They are obviously human trafficked, but by who?
I saw a thing where it was like all the employees, like the pilots and like the attendants during like, they like saw those kids, and Epstein, he would put them in like college jerseys and be like, oh, they're college kids. And these employees would see it and be like, oh yeah, sure. But they were getting paid a shit ton, so they were like, and turned the other blind. I'm like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
It's like, oh, this 5-year-old's a college student.
And he's like, I'll give you $500,000. Look at other way. I don't know how much he paid them and shit, but it's like, you're getting paid and being complicit in this. I hope every one of them never worked in that industry again. I don't know if and I hope that any money they made from that would have to go to people, because you were complicit. You can act like, oh, I didn't know. You knew when you saw those kids board that plane. You knew when you were making our jokes to coworkers about it. So
if it's CIA related or something, they were doing it for a reason. It doesn't have to be a good reason, but
CIA is never a good reason.
No. So I think they probably just have someone to take his place just somewhere else in the world.
Yeah. But I think that's it for Epstein, really. I'm exhausted talking about it. If there's anything else bigger coming from it, probably the last time we talk about it, because I'm tired of hearing that piece of shit name.
We may, in the future, depending on if someone finds something crazy.
Something more crazy, but at the I'm done. I'm done. Unless they find something super insane. And do we have enough time for a little segment?
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about this too. So, get this in. So, China basically just purged a whole bunch of its military leadership. And so now, Xi Jinping, he is like in full control. But because of that purge, it has basically thrown their own military into chaos. And that's also shown me that they're nowhere near prepared to invade Taiwan. Okay, if you're purging the head, like he's like the head of the military in China. And he was like, oh, well, he was corrupt. He was selling secrets to the CIA, and now he's in prison on corruption charge. And he's going to get killed or some shit. And I think people are saying, oh, well, he plans to put loyal people to him who were, like, young and indoctrinated. I'm like, okay, so you're basically making a full dictatorship now because you have full control over the military.
Mm-hmm.
China is basically an oligarchy where it's like one party rules, but now you're just like you're surrounding all powerful positions around you. So that is making you a dictator. So well, that shows me that Taiwan doesn't have to worry about something, at least this year, I don't think. Unless they fill it super quickly about a invasion. But I do think it would be funny if they were selling secrets to the CIA.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious, actually.
This makes me go into a little rant about how everyone's saying, like, oh, China should advance. China's number one. Oh, China makes America look like a third world country. You are literally entertained by LED lights. That is all China. I swear, it's just big buildings with LEDs. That you're so amazed. Like, they're like, oh, look at China at night. It's like, all right, just take all the LEDs away. Oh, it's just a whole bunch of big buildings. Okay. And not to mention how they are basically doing euthanasia in far East China. Near
Oh,
Middle
really?
East. Yeah. So
They must have got that from Canada.
they're doing that. They're basically erasing any culture that is not Chinese culture, like the main one. I'm doing quotations right now. Was mainstream, I guess. And so it was like all these people who glaze China. I want to ask, like, do you seriously think China is morally superior than the U.S., right? Like
The people who used to eat dogs
well, some parts still do.
and cats.
When the students protested and they killed them, ran people over with tanks.
Yep.
And if you ever talk about it, you would, it's like censored in any video games. You get banned in them.
Yep.
You get banned off TV. You might even face jail time. Might disappear. So
Yeah,
like,
if you're ever in a Call of Duty lobby and someone's cheating, just yell Tiananmen Square Massacre and they'll just disappear.
yeah. So, people are like, oh, well, I can criticize the Chinese government. I'm like, can you? Can you go onto the main TV and criticize everything?
Yeah, they're constantly monitored everywhere they go. If they do something wrong, it lowers their social credit score.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's fake. That's fake.
That is
That's
not
fake." Like China's the most heavily surveilled state. Like I've seen those one where like they have to go through checkpoint and they're like, smile, go through it. I'm like, and social credit is real. Like they have it in like Vietnam right now.
Do they?
Yeah, they can like freeze your bank account, stop you from traveling, all that shit. So a lot of people are like, oh, I will give China this. You do have a better railway system. That I will give you that. I'm not gonna trash on you too hard. I will give you that you build shit quickly. But I will say you did have a scandal back in like 2013, 2008, something around that area where you had a massive earthquake and you found out all the construction people were embezzling money and being corrupt as fuck. And they basically skipped out on the concrete and like thousands of people died. And when people protested that, you silenced that because that would be criticizing the government for not investigating it. So it's like, people are like, oh, China, they punish people like all the corrupt people and stuff. It's like, no, they don't really, because it just makes them look bad. They're like, oh, they're punishing this guy who stole this money. It's like, he probably did some other shit too that made the government mad. They would actually get mad at reporters and shit if they reported on corruption they found. And be like, oh, no, don't do that. I remember I saw one video of a guy literally pissing in a winery. And they got mad at the guy who recorded the video.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, little tangent on China. If you want to live in China, go ahead. Go ahead with the lax work safety, lax work.
Sweatshops.
Yeah. working probably 7 days a week, 12-hour days.
For a couple pennies an hour or something.
Go to school in China where high suicide rate if you don't get into the college you want, and well, that's all Asian schools and shit. And I'm not being racist here. I'm just saying that is literally a high statistic about Asia, is that their suicide rate due to their harsh schooling.
No.
So that's my little escapade about people who like glaze China and always like China #1, blah blah blah. I understand the U.S. isn't perfect, but the grass is always greener on the other side, folks. I'll say that. It's like same thing with fucking China or Russia. Same thing with Europe and all that. So it's just like, you want to live there, go ahead. But I will be comfortably in the USA. And anything else you want to talk about, Toast?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, everybody. That was the bread bag. I'm Widget.
I'm Toast.
And thank you for listening.
See ya.